Hello everyone, my name is Jamin. Thanks so much for visiting my channel. In this video, I have an IdeaPad Pro 5, the 14-inch Gen 9 model. I'm going to show you how to get inside, access your Wi-Fi card. So first thing, power down your computer, make sure it's off and unplugged from your charger. We're then going to flip our computer over to access our bottom case screws. Now there are 6 screws in this bottom case. Once you remove those screws, you're going to take a small, flat pry tool. You're going to go inside the seam and gently pry up the bottom case from the rest of your computer. Now in this computer, I found it easier to start near the front 2 corners, work my way down the sides to the rear, but some of you may find it easier to start it in the back corners, do along the top edge here, and come down the sides. I found 2 different ones. So I don't know which one you'll have, but just be aware that both can be the case. After you remove your bottom case, this is what you see for the inside of your computer. Now, as a general computer repair side note, guys, whenever I'm working on a computer in my shop, it's sitting on an anti-static mat. Either that or an anti-static bracelet are great ideas to avoid damaging anything in your computer when you're working on it. If you would like any help with tools or supplies for your project, as well as any of the replacement and upgrade parts for this specific model computer, I will have a link above, also below in the description, and it will be a list of all those tools and supplies and replacement parts for this computer. Now, before I touch anything in a computer, it's always wise to unplug your battery first. Computers are safest to work on when as little power as possible is running through them. Your battery is right down here along the bottom of my screen. It's held in by 3 screws near the red arrow, and it plugs into the motherboard near the blue arrow. Now be very careful when pulling on wires or cables in a computer. You can damage them. Sometimes if you pull too hard or incorrectly, you can pull them right out of their plug. So when you pull this out, be very careful. Try to grip it by the plug as much as possible. Wiggle it back and forth. Be very careful when unplugging that from the motherboard. Your Wi-Fi card is right here on the left of my screen under the fan. It's held in by a single screw and then 2 antenna wires snap in here. There is a clear plastic guard on top that you can peel back to gain access to those. And again, the antenna wire, they're just snaps. So you pull them directly up and off of the card to snap them off. They do, however, need to be at a perfect 90-degree angle to snap back onto the card, and you are strong enough to damage them if they're not at the right angle and you try to force it. So it could be a little bit of a pain in the butt to get those back on. Just go slow, be patient, and you will be able to snap those back on. I will have the Wi-Fi card specs below in the description if you want help finding a replacement card, but I will also have a Wi-Fi card replacement option in that list I told you about in the description with all of the tools and supplies and replacement parts for this model computer. As a side note about this kind of operation, if you are having Wi-Fi issues where you cannot access your Wi-Fi options, you can't see any networks, it may be a bad Wi-Fi card, but it's probably a system or a driver issue. I would try to rule that out first before going to a Wi-Fi card replacement. If you want help with that, I will have a video tutorial link above, also below in the description, and it will show you how to fix that situation by updating those specific drivers if you can't access your Wi-Fi options. And last thing I'll mention is the storage in this computer is right here. Upgrading your storage is a great way to make sure your computer's performance is good, its speed is good. If you want information about how to upgrade this and gain a little more storage, watch the video that pops up when this one's done playing. But that's the end of this video. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, check out the FAQs below in the description. It could save you some time getting an answer. If you do need to leave me a question or comment, please do. I do try to get to those a couple times a day at least. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I look forward to seeing you on my next video.